Carbon capture and storage is the great hope of the fossil fuel industry. If generators could capture and store the carbon dioxide emitted from burning coal, they could continue to do so with a clear conscience. But is CCS really viable? Let's do some maths. Australia burns approximately 140 million tonnes of coal per year. When combusted, 1 tonne of coal creates about 2.4 tonnes of CO2. So Australia creates about 336 million tonnes of CO2 per year from coal. 1 tonne of CO2 occupies approximately 550 cubic metres. So Australia emits 184 trillion cubic metres of CO2 per year from burning its coal. Let's imagine we wanted to capture and sequester, say, 20% of this. That's 40 billion cubic metres of CO2. But how will we capture the CO2? No one has an economically viable answer to this question. So let's ignore that as a minor detail and imagine we can capture it. Then the next problem we face is moving it. Transporting 40 billion litres of anything isn't easy, especially gas. Let's imagine all the storage facilities are on land, but let's also assume they're too far away to build a pipeline, so the CO2 needs to be transported by road. The CO2 would need to be cooled down first to its liquefied state. Obviously, this would require a lot more energy, and estimates vary between 20 and 40% extra energy would be required. But let's assume the CO2 just politely freezes itself and forces itself into the waiting tankers. The largest tankers available in Australia carry about 6 tonnes. We will have to transport 67 million tonnes per year, so that's approximately 11 million tanker trips. Once we've got it where we want it, the prevailing idea is that we pump the CO2 down into underground reservoirs, essentially underground spaces where the CO2 remains in perpetuity. We're looking for 40 billion cubic metres of storage per year. That's 40 trillion litres. To put that into context, one neat unit of measure is the Syd Harb. One Syd Harb is 500 billion litres of water. To store our captured CO2, we need to find 8 Sydney harbours worth of storage space every year. And there must not be a single crack or a single leak in any of them, because if there is, it has all been for nothing.